Did you know that over 90% of communication happens without words? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. Research shows that only 7% of communication comes from what we say, while 93% comes from body language and tone. That means every time you talk to someone, most of what they are really saying isn't coming from their words at all. Now imagine if you could read those hidden messages. What if you could spot when someone is lying, nervous, or even hiding their true feelings, just by watching their body language? It's not as hard as you think. By learning the secrets of nonverbal cues, you can unlock a whole new level of understanding in your conversations. In this video, you'll discover powerful tips to help you read people's minds, through gestures, posture, eye contact, and more. You'll learn how to spot the subtle clues people unknowingly give away and what they really mean. By the end of this video, you'll be able to understand what someone's body is telling you long before they say a word. Ready to unlock the secrets of body language? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Unlocking the silent language. The power of nonverbal cues. When you learn to read body language, you're unlocking a new level of understanding in conversations. Words only make up about 7% of communication, while body language accounts for 55%, and tone of voice makes up 38%. This means that, without realizing it, people are constantly giving away clues about their thoughts and feelings. The challenge is learning to spot these clues. The first step is understanding the most basic cues, like posture and facial expressions, which can tell you a lot about someone's emotional state. For example, if someone crosses their arms, they might be feeling defensive or uncomfortable. Pay attention to how people sit. Are they leaning in or pulling away? Those small shifts can tell you a lot about their engagement. This silent language speaks louder than words, so learning to tune into these nonverbal signals can help you read people accurately. Chapter 2. Mind behind the movements. What hands really tell you? Hands are one of the most expressive parts of our body. Whether it's through a handshake or a wave, hands speak volumes. According to a study by the University of Alabama, a firm handshake can be a powerful indicator of self-confidence and trustworthiness. But it's not just about handshakes. Consider the subtle messages conveyed by hand movements during conversations. Someone who touches their face often may be subconsciously signaling discomfort or stress. Open palms, on the other hand, often indicate honesty and openness. Another interesting fact: when people use their hands more frequently during conversation, they're often feeling more confident and in control of the situation. The trick to mastering hand gestures is to watch for consistency. If someone's hand movements seem out of sync with their words, it's a sign they might be hiding something. Chapter 3. The eyes have it. Gaze and glance secrets to spies are often called the windows to the soul, and for good reason. Our eyes can reveal emotions faster than any other part of our body. A 2015 study published in Psychological Science found that when people are in a stressful situation, their pupils tend to dilate. This can be a clue that someone is feeling anxious or uncomfortable. Similarly, eye contact can be a major indicator of trust and respect. In fact, studies show that people are more likely to trust someone who maintains good eye contact. But there's a catch. Too much eye contact can feel intimidating or aggressive, so watch for a natural balance. Quick glances to the side or avoiding eye contact can signal discomfort, dishonesty, or disinterest. If you're trying to assess someone's thoughts, their eyes will often be the first to give them away. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more insights like these. Get the latest tips on reading body language and mastering nonverbal communication. Chapter 4. Space matters. Decoding proxemics to know personal boundaries. We all have invisible personal space bubbles around us, and how we manage those bubbles reveals a lot about our emotional state. A concept called proxemics looks at how we use space to communicate. People generally have 4 personal zones: intimate, 0 to 18 inches, personal, 18 to 48 inches, social, 4 to 12 feet, and public, 12 plus feet. When someone steps into your intimate zone, they're either very close to you or invading your space. Watch for moments when someone invades your personal space without permission. They might be feeling more comfortable with you, or they could be trying to dominate the interaction. On the flip side, if someone takes a step back, it could be a sign they're feeling uneasy or disconnected. Understanding this spatial awareness can give you a deeper sense of how comfortable someone is in your presence. When you respect people's personal space, you'll build trust, and when you understand how to gauge their comfort zone, you can navigate conversations more smoothly. Chapter 5. Tension versus Trust. How posture reveals power plays. Your posture doesn't just reflect your mood, it can reveal your true intentions. Body posture is one of the quickest ways to assess power dynamics in any interaction. For instance, a person with their chest puffed out and shoulders back is usually trying to project confidence or dominance. This is the body language of someone who feels in control. On the other hand, if someone slouches, hunches, or folds their arms, it might be a sign of insecurity or a lack of trust. According to a study in Social Psychology Quarterly, people with open, relaxed postures are generally more approachable, while those with closed postures tend to be less trustworthy. The trick is to observe how posture shifts throughout the conversation. A change in posture, like suddenly leaning back or sitting upright, can be a response to something that was said or a sign of shifting emotions. Chapter 6. The Hidden Message. Micro-expressions that betray real emotions. Micro-expressions are brief, involuntary facial expressions that last only a fraction of a second. They reveal a person's true feelings, even when they're trying to hide them. Psychologist Paul Ekman, a leading expert on micro-expressions, identified 7 universal emotions: happiness, sadness, surprise, fear, anger, disgust, and contempt, that can be detected through facial movements. For example, a quick raise of the eyebrows might suggest surprise or disbelief, while a tight-lipped smile can indicate discomfort or concealment. These tiny facial shifts are so brief that many people miss them, but with practice, you can learn to spot them. One interesting fact is that micro-expressions occur even when people are consciously trying to mask their feelings, making them one of the most reliable indicators of true emotions. By paying attention to these fleeting expressions, you can uncover what someone is really thinking, often before they say a word. Remember to subscribe to stay updated with more tips and tricks on how to master body language reading. You won't want to miss the next video where we dive even deeper into decoding nonverbal communication. By mastering these techniques and reading body language, you can gain a deeper understanding of the people around you. The power lies not just in what's said, but in what's unsaid. Start observing these subtle clues and see how much more you can learn about others, without them ever speaking a word.